Hi guys, my name is Lisa, and today I want to talk about how to keep your client because that matters even more than how to get your client in the first place because it's someone who you're going to be spending a lot of time together and potentially sharing 50-50 millions of dollars a month. So, number one rule, I want you to pick the right client. You cannot make a strawberry out of a cucumber. Like, it's just not gonna happen. For example, you're making strawberry jam and that's your production. You cannot make it out of cucumbers. It's just not going to work out like that. You're just gonna get frustrated. You're just gonna try to turn something that's not it into something that they don't want to be, that they're not gonna ever be. So pick the right client. Your client should be your friend because that's your first priority and you're gonna be spending a lot of time with that person. So you're getting into some very, very sensitive business doing OnlyFans. So people might as well lose their family, their friends, their relationships, just get shitted on daily and just have haters all the time. So it's really sensitive and there should be bond and understanding of each other and how to help each other. And you should be here for them, be their biggest support. And essentially, it's going to be the person you're spending a lot of time with. You are business partners. So it's going to be someone who you're splitting all the money 50-50 with. And it's something that you cannot carry alone as a manager. You can't make someone post reels. You can't make someone listen to you. You can't make someone just do whatever you tell them to do all the time, like 100% of the time. Like, it needs to be mutual effort. If you tell them work your ass over content and management and setting up and everything like that, and they just don't listen, they listen but it just goes one ear out the other, it's not going to help you or them or anyone. It's just not going to work out for both of you. So you can't do it alone as a manager, and you need both sides to cooperate and put in the effort as well. So don't ignore red flags. Things like that just add up and they just don't disappear. Like, if you think, oh, she said she's gonna post but she's not posting right now, maybe she will post next week, or maybe she's gonna post tomorrow, like she's telling me that she will but she doesn't, and then it happens again and again and again. It's not going away. Like, it's just not. Treat it as a relationship. If you don't like something, don't ignore red flags. If you choose not to ignore red flags in your relationship, this is also a relationship. Why would you make an excuse for that? So these add up eventually, and it's going to be the fail of your agency completely flat. You're not going to be able to work with these people. There's going to be misunderstanding and no work or progress or whatsoever, because it is a human to human interaction and it is a relationship at the end of the day. So just ask yourself, do you want to work with someone who just goes to party all the time, gets hungover, gets drunk, just doesn't do anything, just goes to parties all day and just go to raves and stuff, and you can barely get a hold of them, and you just, no matter how many times you text them, you're not gonna get a response. No matter how many times you call them, and just block, they just don't listen to it, don't hear it, and just say, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I was doing this and that. Like, bro, I don't fucking care. You need to figure out what kind of person they are, how they react in different scenarios. Like, what is their routine look like? What do they really do in life? How do they react when certain things happen? For example, you guys go big. Do they just go party all the time and blow all their money on and just don't end up paying you your half? Or how do they react if the numbers go down? On the other hand, do they get discouraged? Do they get unmotivated? Do they just don't want to do anything, just stop posting? So what do they do if there's a slow period? What do they do if they make a lot of fucking money again? Like, do they just leave with a bag and just leave you alone? All these things need really careful consideration because it's going to be something unavoidable in this type of business. So don't let the desperation take over anytime, because money doesn't come quickly. It's going to be relationship building, it's going to be cooperation, it's going to be teamwork. So know your worth and don't sign just anybody just to sign someone. It's not going to work out at the end. You're not going to make strawberry jam out of cucumbers. So sign people you fit the most with. You are agency, you are the service that they need, and you're choosing who to work with because it's going to be relationship based again. If you choose to be desperate, you will let bad things happen and come into your life. Think of this as a relationship. You are choosing a potential match. If you see red flags, if you're just unsure, why would you date that person? Why would you want to spend time with that person? Why would you want to build something bigger with that person? If you already know that it's probably not going to work out and you try and it's not working out, like, just don't beat the dead horse. Again, if you're desperate, you're just letting all the bad things happen to you, and I can't even blame you. Yeah, the purpose of an agency is management, content, chatting, whatever, everything like that, but it's also to just be there for emotional support, because girls are emotional beings and creatures, and I'm just speaking for myself here, and they sometimes just don't give a shit about money. Like, oh, they maybe don't care that they made 100K, their mom hates them, everything, like they just got broken up with, like they're not gonna care. They need someone to cool and relax their nervous system, focus on what's important, focus on what they're doing, and that's all you're doing right. They just need to be there as their therapist and just be kind of like an overall guide through this whole thing. So they're not gonna care about ratios of money, how stats are doing, how chats are going, whatever, how chats are killing it. But if their mom hates them, like they're just not gonna care. Maybe they don't have anyone to talk to. So you need to be there to hear your clients out and tell them it's okay and you're here for them and you're in this together. It really seems like a side part of the job, honestly, is going to be the fundamental base of your entire relationships and how it's going to go with your clients. So don't let your clients treat you badly either, because you and them are equals on the same level. You need them and they need you. So you shouldn't have to worry if they're just going to walk out on you and just don't worry about you and just fuck you over. So you don't want to help people who don't want to be helped. You don't want to help people who are going to treat you badly. You don't want to help people who treat you badly. You're just gonna waste your effort and time. So if clients use a negative excuse in their life as to why they can't do certain things, or as to why they didn't do it, as to why they're just not on the track, really, it's a massive disservice to the people who's suffering in their life. You are here to help them and they just don't even want to be helped. You do everything you can, but they just don't take it. It's like you're feeding them and they're just not eating and they're dying. Like, you can't do anything. They're just not gonna bother. Your cucumber is not gonna turn into strawberry like this. So they're leveraging their suffering as the reason why they can't do certain things. Like, even if my family member died, yeah, I'm not gonna be okay, but I'll still be here and do my best because people pay me for my job, for my service. People need me because it's still a business and I still have to be here and they're paying and we're splitting for my service. So why not look at our clients the same way? You don't want to be working with someone who, as soon as something bad happens in their life, they just use it as leverage, an excuse, and just don't do anything until you can't take it anymore. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna improve down the line. Like, it's not gonna magically change. Like, it's just basically like forgiving your toxic ex for beating you over and over and over again, but at the end you just get beaten up. You just get beaten up again. So it will blow up in your face again and again unless you cut it off. So don't let these things happen to you. Keep in check with all of your creators because you are friends. Your relationship is more important. First of all, if you don't take care of things like these, it's just going to be very toxic, and down the line you're not going to have time or energy or efforts or resources to help people who actually need you, who would actually give you back and reciprocate your energy and everything you do for them. So don't be afraid of losing a client. OnlyFans management is a service, not a trap. The models need you as much as you need them. It's not going to work out if they just do it themselves and you just do it yourself. It's going to be a cooperative work. So the model needs you as much as you need them, but not more, because you are a service that, for example, you need to get from A to B. You call an Uber. Uber's in service. You need it more than they need. They can choose from other customers who need a ride, but they choose you. So you're here to take them to the next level, to help them out, to build something even bigger. If the girl wants to go, just let them. If you love, just let go. But if the girl just wants to go, you cannot turn cucumber into strawberry. It's just not going to happen. So just let them go. Just for yourself. They're going to improve their lives. And if they truly need you, they're going to come back right in. They're just going to realize, oh, it was so much better than, you were so much better than other agencies. Why I was so stupid. They might come back as a whole different person after realizing that. So just let them go. If they need you, they will come back. So even if that girl like left and treated us really badly, the best thing I would feel if we were able to influence her to just be a better person and to treating other people with kindness. That's the biggest thing I can do in life, to change someone to be a better person. That's even more than money can give you. So don't treat your clients badly either. Just let them go. Just don't be the dead horse again. Last one, I just want to really emphasize, you are a service. You need quality. So deliver your promises and don't promise what you can't give. No one's going to like when you tell them, oh, it's going to be hands-on 24/7. I'm going to help you with anything. I'm going to provide everything. And you just send one text a day and just complain that they don't do anything. So be honest with your clients. Give them an expectation and deliver that expectation, that you guys are on the same page. So guarantee execution and energy. Same with your client. They should want to film what you want them to film. You want to have the same vision. You want to have the same drive. You want to have the same passion. Imagine you're signing someone for 50-50 and you both start at zero. What if she's making 6 figures a month and she could go to another agency, and just do the same thing and even better, just get 80% split instead of 50, but using the exactly same things that she learned from you. But she's not going to do that because it's more than just a management. It's going to be personal connection. It's going to be knowing you as a person. It's going to be Emotional support is going to be friend. It's just going to be a business partner. Not even that. It's going to be person who you can trust. So someone who knows how much work you put in, how much you really dedicate your life to it, who knows you on a personal level. They're not gonna walk out on you just like this. They're gonna see you as a real person, as with struggles and stuff like that. But they're still gonna see how you manage yourself for them, for her, for your agency. They're gonna know just how much you work, just how much work you put in for that. So you don't want to be just building everything for someone for 2 months and then just for them to leave you. People are unpredictable, I know, so don't be sad over losing a model. There's going to be so much more in just design that maybe it's not for you. So just reflect on what you did and what happened realistically, and it's going to be stuff for you to learn. Why not? How I can make myself better, how I can prevent that, how I can better myself. Maybe it was just not even me, but how can I make myself better in any way? So reflect on everything you did, realize some things. So some things are just going to be outside of your control no matter what you do. No matter what you do. So take it with a grain of salt. People are unpredictable, so don't be sad over losing a model. Again, pick the right client, understand your client's emotions. Girls don't give a shit about money. They are emotional. I'm just gonna tell you, well, most of them are. So service is not a trap. You are delivering work that they need, and they need you more than you need them. Think of an Uber. You need an Uber to get here to there, but they don't need you. There's so many more agencies, or like so many more other customers that they can deliver to. So know your worth and don't treat your models badly, and don't let them treat you badly either. They're not gonna see the urgency and the need to just move at the pace that you want to move. So if they want to go, just let them go. They will come back if that's the right thing. So at the end of the day, keep it professional, and remember, it's going to be a relationship based business. So thank you guys. If you have any suggestions or questions or anything like that, just shoot me a DM. It's going to be in the description. It's free, and smash that follow up button. I'll see you. Bye bye.